Welcome back to the Beast Speak blog. This is a series where I tell you what the Beast has been saying to me and how I overcame it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Beast is your addictive voice, the AV and AVRT of rational recovery. If you can recognize that Beast, then you can separate yourself from your urges, and that can result in immediate and lifelong abstinence. If you want to learn more about rational recovery or how to do AVRT, I'll link Virginia's story in the description box below. You can check that out. It's a good place to get started. So I was trying to hear that quiet voice of my best self me that the Beast always drowns out. I wanted to hear her more loudly. When I asked myself to do the dishes, I wished she would vocalize her desire as loud as the Beast's objections. So I asked myself, how can I make that voice louder? If she can't conjure a full-throated resistance, I at least want to hear her say, I wish I wanted to do the dishes. But what would she say? And I got curious. I can tell you what she wouldn't say. She wouldn't chastise me or humiliate me. She wouldn't use the word should. She would clearly state, without apology or equivocation, her desire. I want myself to do the dishes. That myself part, that's important. I'm giving myself a clear, direct request. I want myself to do the dishes. Don't forget the myself part. Let's explore that. I've been watching a guy named Healthy Gamer GG on YouTube. He studied to be a monk in India for 9 years after growing up with a video game addiction. He then came out and went to medical school to be a psychologist. He has insights I've never heard anywhere else on the web. I'll link him in the description. He talks of a similar idea to the Beast and your real self. He talks about there being two minds, but he calls them the self, and he calls the fight against the tricks of your mind. So it's the self against the mind, the self being the true you. If you are part of my Facebook group, I'll link below. You know that I posted his videos where he talks about an ancient Vedic text that explains how to practice discipline. It's a technique called sankalpa, or the practice of resolve. He explains the principle that opposites are the same in category. This is similar to the Hermetic law of polarity. It says in the Kabbalion that everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. You can think of hot and cold. They belong in the same scale of temperature. If you can find the principle that bind the opposites on a spectrum, it can give you a lot of insight. I like the way the yogic text states it a lot more simply. Opposites are in the same category. So you ask yourself, let's take the opposites of lazy and productive and find the scale that they're on. Healthy Gamer GG says the category is doubt. I prefer to name the category possibility. On one end, you believe you're powerless, and on the other end, you're empowered. If you believe you can do something, the chances of you actually doing it are dramatically increased. I asked myself while laying in bed, can I get up and make the kids' breakfast again? For the millionth time? How much do I believe in the possibility? So I started asking myself, how can I make it so it's more believable? Getting up out of bed increases my belief that it's possible. Going to the fridge and getting eggs out makes my belief in that it's more possible increase. If you want to learn more about sankalpa, the practice of resolve, go to my Facebook page, Rational Recovery and AVRT, and make me your friend. I'm Imminent Passages, and we can talk if you have any questions, but watch that video I posted from Healthy Gamer GG. I think he could be really helpful to you. He works with addicts and people with ADHD and families with suspected video game addiction. Rule yourself, defeat the beast. Please join me again. Thank you.